Why, hello there. How are you guys? Just getting a little thing down at the bottom. If you guys could see the scrolly.
I looked down here. Where?
If you can see a little scrolly, hit that thumbs up on your way in. Was that crooked? Hit that thumbs up. Was that crooked?
Why is your
I don't know.
thumb like that?
I don't know. I was watching a video the other day of like weird, like, did
the
you see
thumbs
that?
that go
Yeah.
back. No, I follow somebody on Instagram who's like thumb and then her son's thumb. They call it like a crescent
Or
because it
it's
like
a
goes
hitchhiker
way back.
Yeah, hitchhiker thumb.
Wow,
So
my
mine-
thumb's just straight.
Yeah, mine's a little bit more.
Okay.
So
All
interesting.
right.
Interesting. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Don't know where I was going with it. Oh, I do know. Hit the thumbs up, aka the like button on your way in. And if you guys want to share this out, that would be awesome. I seriously can bring new people in. It can remind people that know about it. And just overall, it helps us out. And shout out to everybody in the building. Let's say hi first, and then we'll go into everything.
Okay.
We got JP, Michael, Tom, Tony, Jason, Walter, Nadal, Beard Jedi Mike, Kyle, Nano, Jason B, Dynamo. Whoa, wait. Oh, wait.
Too fast.
Jason, Ken, Doug, Mike, Christopher, Warren, Jeff, GG, Russ, Michael, Chelsea, Jordan Jones. Who? Jordan Jones. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Robert. My name's Dan. This is my wife, Sam C.
Hi.
Sam, how you doing today?
Great.
Awesome. And this show is called Beard Advice Live. Now, I'll tell you guys about the meat and potatoes, the heart and soul of this stream in a second. Sam, what are some things that we have added on to this stream since you've joined 9 months ago, which is crazy?
Has it been 9 months?
Yeah, I believe
Holy
so.
Moly. So we added catching up with the commands where we go over our week, just any fun things we did or not fun or vacations or our cats thrown up on the ground. I don't know.
Life.
Talk about it all.
Yep.
And we added try something new where we try some very adventurous things.
Yeah.
This week is not so adventurous. I needed a break.
There's a little adventure in it, and we'll explain here. But first off, Judd the Stud, thank you for stopping in. Positive thoughts and vibes to your mom at the hospital. I hope everything's okay. Sam will have some hospital talk. Would that be hospital talk?
No, not at all.
Okay. Not hospital talk, medical talk today, I guess we could say. And so again, welcome everybody. What we are going to try today, you guys, please let us know if you have tried this. I had never even heard of it.
No, not at all.
We are going to try. I'm going to show you guys and I will explain it. And then the part that's a little bit adventurous. This is a bun. And
is it?
It's a maple bun. Bun. And this is real milk chocolate. I'm so glad it's not fake. Real milk chocolate, roasted peanuts. Okay, we're doing good.
Yep.
And maple nougat.
Not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I'm usually not like a maple candy kind of gal.
I'm not a maple. I mean, barely.
Erica
syrup.
said the cats threw up on Walter's sandals the other morning. Our cats throw
apron.
up. Yeah, our cats throw up on the weirdest places. We closed our trailer out for the season, and I washed Dan's camping apron.
No. My grilling apron.
Okay.
Your apron.
Camping grilling apron.
I just wear it around the
Wash
campground.
it because he doesn't wash it all season. I was like, and then you put it back in the trailer? Like you're just going to put that nasty old apron in there with all the mice that may or may not come into the trailer over the winter?
You're right. Bad
so
move.
I washed it, put it on our dresser. Next thing I know, there's cat barf on it.
Oh. Yeah,
it's like the downfall with cats is all the throw up.
And this is Pearson's. I want to say Pearson's, but it's spelled like pear, so I said Pearson's, but it's probably Pearson's.
Definitely.
Where did we get this at? Just like a gas station?
Yeah,
a
gas station. It was in the UP, which I got to tell you guys, the gas stations and the UP are below. Can you say below subpar?
We're going to talk all about it. We will break it down. And thank you, G Squared. So we're both looking on point tonight. Thank you. Normally it's just Sam C compliments out there.
True.
Right.
True.
From Holly says, from cat barf to eating a snack. Yeah, It doesn't phase us.
No.
It's better than pee. Yeah, it's definitely better than pee. Hey, Dan, Sam, it was a pleasure to talk to you on Facebook yesterday. Hey, thank you, man. I always welcome any kind of comments, questions, messages, anything like that. And again, welcome to everybody coming on. And so, Sam, what do you want to start with today? Try something with the commands, or try something new, or catching up with the commands?
Catching up.
All right. So we got some things to talk about in the last week. We actually have a decent amount to talk about.
Yeah.
And we hopefully won't spend too long on it and not drag you guys out, get you bored. But to begin here, the first thing, talk about today and where you were today and just kind of your experience there.
Okay.
Give like a little backstory and then into it.
So if you guys have been following, I guess since I've been on here, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disease connected to your thyroid. So I have a lot of thyroid issues, and I went to an endocrinologist in March. He was absolutely atrocious, and I asked him about like my weight gain and essentially.
Pause. She went to this endo because this atrocious, terrible endo was better than our local endo.
Yeah, right. I forgot about that one.
We traveled because this guy was better than the local one. Even after the horrible experience, I still think that statement is true. Let that sink in.
Probably, yeah.
Let that sink in. Go ahead.
And so I was telling him about my weight gain, and he just looked at me and he goes, well, have you ever heard of counting calories? And like that second, I was like, I'm done listening. I'm done with you. Not going back. And it's so hard to,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's so hard to find an endocrinologist, especially in our area. We have like one in our county, like one.
And we're in a populated county.
In the county that Flint is in. I don't know if that's helpful or not.
And I got to pause you again. For a lot of people, myself included until very recently, endocrinologist, endocrinology, what is an endo?
So an endocrinologist is somebody who I think that they focus in hormones, right?
I don't, that's
Holly,
what I assume.
Holly knows.
Yeah.
Tell him, Holly.
Holly, get him. But yeah, atrocious availability with these endos.
Yes.
And yeah, okay, go ahead.
And so it takes forever. You're trying to research, like look at reviews and stuff, get other people's like accounts with these people, because I didn't want that to happen again. I'm not the person to like jump from doctor to doctor. That's not me. And okay. Yes. There you go.
Pituitary, thyroid, pancreas. Yes.
And so I found this new one. She was recommended by my primary physician, but she was in a whole nother, what are we in? We're in an Ascension. Our hospital group is Ascension. This doctor was in a Beaumont one. I was like, I don't care. Like, we will pay to go to this one. It doesn't matter. And I wasn't going to be able to get in until March. And I was like, oh, that's so frustrating. But people spoke so highly of this doctor. I was like, I am willing to wait. I don't have any like emergency need to go see one right now. Like, would I like to feel better? Yes, but I'm not, dying. And then I got a call the week after I made my appointment because I had asked to be put on a cancellation list. And they were like, yeah, can you come in next Wednesday, which was today, instead of March of 2024. And so went in today. She is just like the nicest, most down-to-earth doctor I've ever talked to. She was
young.
No, she wasn't that young.
Oh, okay. I thought she was.
She looks young.
Gotcha.
I think she's just like very healthy.
Okay.
She explained everything to me in a way that none of the other doctors did, and she's going to be my endocrinologist from now on. There were no like new outcomes or anything like that today, but it was just nice to have somebody actually listen to you.
And she explained things that you had never been explained before.
Yeah, like I had an ultrasound done on my thyroid, and you know how they speak medical jargon in the write-up and stuff. Nobody ever explained any of what it said to me. And she essentially told me like, yeah, your thyroid, it looks a little bit rough, but that's to be expected with somebody with Hashimoto's. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that makes so much sense now. So that was really nice, and I feel really good about like moving forward with her.
Yeah, it's like a team effort to get what's best rather than just regurgitate the same. These like terrible doctors out there, and there's terrible everything, guys. There's terrible teachers, terrible content creators, terrible police officers. This isn't like a shot at doctors, it's just people, you know. The terrible ones just regurgitate the same thing over and over and over again. You go to a physical and you hear the same things, and it's like, well, you should really stop smoking. Yeah, I don't smoke. You should really wear your seatbelt. Yeah, I was born in the 1900s. I realize you should wear your seatbelt. Like, people don't do that.
And also you're obese. Like, I don't know who goes to the doctor and doesn't get told that they're obese. Like, come on.
Crazy. So yes, really good experience today. There wasn't necessarily an outcome, but a good experience, which is good for the heart and the soul and everything. So that was awesome. Other than that, we're going to hit our trip in a weekend. I want to touch on real quick. We always talk about this stuff, but it's important to us. And that is our kids in soccer and specifically Jax. So Maddox has been killing it. You guys know that he's just a beast out there. He's becoming friends with these kids he thought once were gods, and now they like look to him. It's a really cool experience. Well, Jax, kind of backstory again, Jax spent a long time in Children's Hospital. It traumatized him literally. He had a hard time with anxiety of going to school, going to sports. Just within this last year, he would not go play soccer. He would not get off the bench. He wouldn't even go into the building at times and would fight us. And we knew he was talented. He'd play at home and we'd be like, holy crap, this kid is good. And I think we told you guys last week on Tuesday, the night before the stream last week, Jax had 11 goals. And the coach pulled Sam aside and was like, he shouldn't be here. And this was in like the feeder program to his club, you know? And was like, yeah, he shouldn't be here. He's too good. He needs to go to the real club. So I contacted the director and he's like, bring him out. Now, Jax is a year younger than like the starting year. Essentially, he's 6 and it's mainly 7-year-olds that play. There's like probably 30 of them and there's only 4 6-year-olds, including Jax. And his first day, he goes out and he knew one kid who's from an amazing family, wonderful kid, a year older than Jax, but says hi to him at school and plays with him. Yeah,
they're at the same school together.
Yeah, so shout out to Cam. And he knew he was there. So Justin, the head coach, the big dog, he was like, all right, I'm going to pair up Jax with the big dog, but where there's one big dog, there's many big dogs. So Cam's group was the really good older kids. And Jax went in, guns blazing. Dude was just banging, playing strong, like not feared one bit of anything and killed it. Came home happy as can be, proud of himself.
It's so cute.
Really, really cool.
And Jax, if you don't know, if you haven't seen him at a meetup or something, he is very, very small.
Yep.
He's the smallest of our kids. I'm pretty sure Vi is bigger than him now. Yeah, she's definitely thicker.
She might literally weigh more than him.
Yeah, it's very close, if not. Yeah, she's 3, he's 6. He's just a tiny guy. He always has been. He was the smallest out of the 3 when he was born. I don't know why.
Yeah,
he's just tiny. So
Maddox literally eats like an Olympian. Like, I'm not exaggerating. He counts his like we'll get him food. And he's like, how many grams of protein does this have? Hey, Dad, did you see how much sugar was in it? Like, he eats like an Olympian. It's crazy.
But like and I feel like that might sound like it's like toxic or something, like it's in the best kind of way. He's like, I need to fuel my body.
Yeah, he loved like what he eats. He loved like today. So Sam found these protein granola bars that he likes, and he literally on the drive today was like, "Oh, I will never get sick of these. I'm so glad I finally found a protein bar."
Ones?
Yeah, I found a protein bar. Like, he was just raving about them.
That's funny.
So Jax doesn't eat as well. We all have celiac, so that kind of challenges too. So he's a little dude. He's going out there with the bigger kids.
Yeah.
Now, yesterday we had his second practice. Now, this was at a new field he's never been to before, and it was raining and it was cold.
It was downpouring.
Yeah, it was downpouring and it was cold. And so we're like, oh, here we go. He goes out there, absolutely crushes it. They have 4 scrimmages. He wins all 4. One of them, they won 1-0. He was the one. Like, he scored with these older kids, these kids who have been playing a lot longer than him. And then a lot of you have seen it on Facebook and Instagram. They played Lightning, right? Which is in most sports. Jax wins a whole group of kids that he doesn't know for less than literally 6 days. They come storm him and celebrate. Let's go. And just unbelievable. And then to take it a step further, Maddox has been doing speed and agility training and then private soccer lessons. Jax, and we don't push them. None of this is us saying like, Jax, you're going to practice.
You're doing this.
It's literally their interest in what they want. We let them drive it, and then we make those opportunities happen. And Jax was like, speed and agility tomorrow. Can I go? And I'm like, let me ask. And so I asked, they're like, heck yeah, because you're supposed to be 7, but they let him come a year early. And so and then it was like private lessons on Friday. Can I go? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So all has been amazing with the kids. Vi's been slowly getting better, incrementally getting better. Would you agree?
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes, she has.
Yeah.
It's still way down here. We
Yeah.
need to be here to be normal.
Yeah. And but, Christopher, yes, Jax is small, but fast. He's actually really fast. He's faster than Maddox. And they're different players. Hey, what's up, Drayden? They are different players. Maddox is this big force and great with his like footwork and technical and passing and sees the field really well. And is this guy, Jax is cocky, he's flashy, he's aggressive. Maddox is kind and sweet. We're trying to get him aggressive, so they're very different. But it's really fun. And yeah, Vi's a no limit soldier. Vi, if you mess with Vi, you all made a mistake.
Yeah,
like, you made a mistake.
Watch your back.
She will shank you, and I'm not kidding.
She literally clawed me in the head yesterday. It was bleeding. I don't know if you saw it.
No,
I saw it when I went to the bathroom.
Thought it was a pimple. Sorry.
Oh, thanks.
No, yeah, Vi's a set, and like. I think people hear us talk about Vi and they're like, there is a way. She is that girl. Like, and she's crazy.
She hides it well around new people. And then you get to know her.
He said, shank you, then thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
She will shank you and then smile and be cute and then throw herself on the ground for a dramatic temper tantrum. We didn't go through any of this with the boys, you guys.
No.
None of that.
We're new to the whole temper tantrum thing.
Like, we probably unfairly judged so many parents out there.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing? Just get your kids under. We didn't talk like this, but you know what I mean. Like, get your kids under control.
Yeah,
like,
right. Aren't you parenting?
We're such good parents. They're like, let's whip up Violet. There you go. And so, yeah, that's been the kids. They're amazing. They're fun. And I will say, and Coach Drayden's in here, and Justin watches the channel and stuff. I would say one of, if not the biggest impacts on our kids' lives, our boys' lives, has been soccer.
Oh, by far.
From the confidence to the friends to just finding a path. There's so much value in finding a passion and relentlessly pursuing that passion. They got back from speed and agility training today, which they were pushing sleds. Maddox had a 50-pound weight on there and Jax on it, pushing sleds.
They ran out of weight, so Jax had to get on.
So they're doing all this stuff. They would not stop asking to go outside and play soccer. Guys, it's 49 degrees. And they would not stop. Well, shout out to another amazing person in our life, Maddox's teacher. We got a skill soccer net where you can work on. I was just playing, but myself.
All I hear is don't.
Yeah.
Like, are you playing soccer by yourself?
And you can practice. 80% of soccer is played on the ground with passes on the ground. Fun fact. And you can practice with this thing. This net will shoot the ball back to you, so you can work on your touches, your passing. But it also has an angled net, so you can work on your volleys and your chest touches and your knees. And so it like opened that up. So they went down and they played for half an hour until I told them you have to go shower.
Yeah.
So it's been unbelievable as like a positive impact on our family.
Yeah. It helps that we both really like soccer too.
We love soccer.
Yeah.
We absolutely love watching soccer. So it's just, no doubt about it. And Drayden says, great parents, but there are definitely some interesting ones. So I coached for 16 years, and the reason I stopped coaching and have not been back is because of interesting parents that are still in the program. They actually had their senior night on Tuesday. I wanted to go, to be honest. I even mentioned it to Sam. I wanted to go, but there's just some parents that ruined it so bad that I just don't have any wants. And if you're like, what are you talking about, Dan? Go check out our first episode of our podcast, Catching Up with the Commands. I go over some of those stories, and it is, it absolutely Absolutely unreal. Oh, yeah. ODP. So they're too young for ODP right now, but that will be in the future for
they
sure.
They will be ODP.
Yes. They have a friend and his name's Corbin. He made the ODP team, and I talk to his dad all the time and stuff. So yeah, no doubt. But yeah, don't get me started on crazy parents. My favorite one, quick story, was a parent that was also a teacher that took me to the athletic director, and they almost got fired because of their actions. Let me hit you with that again. They took me to the athletic director, and that parent almost got fired. In the meeting, the athletic director had to stop the mom and say, I am your boss. I am an assistant principal. You need to watch it. And then after the meeting, he was like, Dan, hold on. And then they left. He goes, they are utterly crazy. I support you 100%. Keep doing your thing. And yeah,
but this is also somebody who teaches barefoot. So
she does teach barefoot, and yeah. That's we'll just leave that. We'll just leave that. Leave that there. And I used to coach the water polo side of ODP. So yeah, I love the ODP. Yeah, you down with ODP? Yeah, you know me.
You guys.
All right, and then the big one. I did talk about this on Monday. So I know a lot of you. I thought about not, but how could I not talk about this on Monday? What was the other big part for our weekend?
Every year, Dan and I do a fall trip, just us. And this year we decided to go all the way up to the tippity top of the UP in Michigan. If you guys don't know, Michigan has a UP above the mitten. It's like this.
Yep.
So we're up at the top at a place called Pictured Rocks National Shoreline. And essentially it's just this super beautiful, I keep wanting to call it a national park. It should be a national park. Thank you. And it's just like, it's so beautiful. There's like a 200-foot cliff. We hiked and we went to waterfalls, and it was just so fun.
Unbelievable.
So cool.
A couple quick pictures here. So this one, I want Sam to tell her version of the story. So we get to this. It's called Miners Falls. And it's you go down these stairs, and then it's on a huge viewing platform.
Yeah.
But on both sides of the viewing platform, there's like not a trail, not a path, but like earth. I guess you could say there's earth where it looks possible that you can go down with one rock face where it was like a little sketchy. Not sure if we can make it back or not.
Yeah.
And our genius plan was for me to try it in case it didn't work, which I don't know how that plan actually worked. But what was our thought process, and then how did it go?
Okay, so we were on the platform,
which is this picture,
and somebody had taken off one of the like bottom rails clearly so you could go under it and walk down to the base of this waterfall. And how tall do you think that waterfall is?
I want to say 50 feet.
Okay.
Like we were on some that were 200.
My like distance, like I can't heights. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And so I was like, do you want to go down there? Like, do you want to just crawl under that? And it was like 5 minutes of Dan trying to maneuver his body over top of the railing without getting stuck.
So the top was a little too tall for my clearance, if you know what I mean. And then the bottom was not. I'm not nimble enough. You were too big. I'm too big for the bottom. So I like had to like sacrifice a risk, if you know what I mean, getting over this rail. And then I figured we just I think it was me, and I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And so we climb over. It wasn't that bad. There was one rock section that was a little dicey.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but you could tell that it was not. You could tell that people went down there, but it was not
frequent.
Yeah. And it wasn't maintained or anything. Right. Like you see paths, and if a tree falls, they'll take a chainsaw and cut it out of the way. Like this, there was no good like hand grips or anything like that.
Yeah, we climbed.
Yeah, we climbed.
This was the result down at the bottom.
It was so.
I've never experienced anything like this. And look at that water moving. I mean, it was going. And then if you can see here, there was like another like opposite like rock face, and Sam's pretty sure it was a bear's den.
I'm positive that there was a bear in there, because it was just like the perfect little like bear cutout up this slope, like on the side of a cliff. Like if a bear didn't live in there, I feel like that's just not a smart choice for them.
Look how beautiful she is.
So I had my eyes on that little like hole the whole time, just to make sure like a bear wasn't going to come down, because there was this part. So we were at the bottom, and you had to scale this like 4 foot. Oh, maybe you'll be able to see it now. you had to scale this like 4-foot rock face with like one tiny little like hole to like grip with your hands and then grip with your feet. And I was like, okay, how fast can I make it up there? I didn't even think about you. I was like, how fast can I make it up there if a bear comes charging out? And it was across the river. So I'm like, okay, the river's going to slow him down a little bit. I can make that. Like, hopefully Dan gets up here too. I don't know where I was going with that story.
Hey,
but
she was prepared for bears.
I was.
And so that was the first day. Pretty amazing. We had went to a bunch of places where, and this is a little bit dark, but it's just honest, a bunch of places where a lot of people died recently.
And we didn't figure that out. Well, you didn't tell me until after the trip.
I knew before. I just didn't tell her.
Oh my gosh.
So the most shocking thing for me this whole trip, like this picture here, it's hard to see. One thing I realized was like the pictures we took on top of like the rock face looks like a beach.
Yeah.
But we are literally, guys, when I say literally, the actual definition of literally, we are literally more than 200 feet above the water on the edge of a cliff, like actually 200 feet up.
Yes.
And there's nothing. It is a rock face that is like disintegrating and breaking apart and going down. It was scary at points.
And the waves that day that we were hiking up to the top were the biggest waves I have ever seen. And we've been on like several cruises in the ocean, and these waves were huge, and they were crashing up against the side of this. I don't know. What do you want to call it?
A rock face.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were crashing up against the side, and you could feel it underneath you.
And it would go boom, boom, boom.
And then like at some points we walked along the edge like this
for
2
miles,
2 steps, and you die.
Literally dead.
2 steps and you are over the edge. No rail, no fence, no warning signs or anything.
If you stumble, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like the most recent lady that died was hiking by herself. She went to the edge to take a selfie.
Yeah.
She tripped and fell and died.
This was in August, you guys.
August.
You can't see. I am literally holding onto a tree behind me so I wouldn't accidentally get like blown off or something like that.
The winds were crazy. It was gale force winds.
It was.
By the way, like actual gale. So this is what Pictured Rocks is, guys. And you can see the wind here in my beard. Like it was crazy. And this, I don't know if this was one of the cliffs. This was when we were down a little bit. I think. But like,
this is when we went to the bottom.
Yeah. But look at the water. And there were times where it didn't look like this because the clouds were out. When the sun came out, just beauty, just gorgeous.
Like turquoise and blue, and the rocks were all like colored.
So here's a perfect example. Do you see? I never even noticed this. You see on the far side of the picture, that far left there, that's a 200-foot rock cliff, rock face.
You see the waves? Yeah.
The waves were going up that high. There was one point where they were going above the trees. I tried to point it out to Sam and she wasn't able to see. The waves were crazy, and there's no warning. Look at the edge, you guys. Yeah. Do you see the edge in the bottom left-hand corner of this picture? Like, that's just death right there.
And then there were some times where we would walk like a little ways. We'd go around a bend or something and come over to another side. We'd look back to where we were standing previously, and it was like jutting out over like this. Yeah. And then Dan told me after, when he was telling me about all these people dying, he's like, oh yeah, a bunch of chunks just recently fell off. Like that could have been us standing on that.
Almost killed people below. Like this right now is a rock face over water. Like it's carved out underneath it.
This was the highest. I think this is the highest point of Pictured Rocks.
Yep.
And people were like going up to the edge over there. I'm like, absolutely
feet over the edge.
No.
I'm like, look at this. And these were calm waves, you guys, right there. I mean, just gorgeous. It was unbelievable, an amazing, amazing experience. But a big challenge. I was just talking to my mom about this thing to tell you. We are limited on our food options. And my mom said, hey, do you think you'd ever take the kids up there? And I said, no, because there's nothing for them to eat.
Not even fast food.
No, there's no Domino's, no Hungry Howie's. I know that sounds terrible, but it's like as an emergency, there was nothing.
They don't even have a Taco Bell.
The gas stations close at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
The restaurants are seasonal. Most of the restaurants are only open in the summer. It was crazy.
They were getting ready to close. Like for the season, people would be like ordering stuff. They're like, we'll have, the fish. And they're like, we're out. We'll have the steak. We're out.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. That was Lake Superior. Yep. The Great Lakes are beautiful, you guys. And
so pretty.
I don't know how much my beard went in my mouth. I don't think about that stuff. I just kind of keep it pushing. But it was just an amazing trip. Like, we were every step of the way, we're like, wow, oh my gosh, wow,
new picture.
And even away from the water was just the most beautiful forest you've ever seen.
Crazy. Like, we felt like we were walking through like different countries.
Yeah.
Like, there were forests, and then it looked like it was like bamboo, and then it looked like Scotland or something like that.
Yeah, there was like a rainforest.
And then there's like a beach.
And there was like redwoods. Like, it was crazy.
It was wild.
Crazy. So amazing. Highly recommend if anybody gets a chance to get up there. So that's what's going on with the commands, guys. So let's go here and let's try this bun. Now, if you guys have tried this, let us know down below. The key thing is that it has maple nougat. Maple nougat.
Figured out that nougat is...
Oh, wow.
What?
Brad kayaked there last month.
What?
So it would have been literally impossible to kayak when we were there.
They weren't sending any kayaks out.
Yeah, they weren't sending any boats out.
Yeah.
I'm not, guys, when I say the waves, the mist and everything, it went over 200 feet. It really did. It was nuts.
I would have loved to kayak. I like in the summer when it's like very calm, because I can see how you can get trapped right there.
Yeah.
But I would have... Remember those caves that were like at the base?
Oh my gosh.
That would have been so
the water
cool.
comes through and it goes like, it'll hit and it'll go boom, 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 boom. And it carves out these little caves on the bottom. And there was one area where like, I think we could get there. And then it's like, if you had a kayak, easily could get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really, really cool. Really, really. Whoop, hey, yo, what a catch.
Goodness.
All right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
All right. You got to talk to him about it.
Okay. But I forgot what is nougat?
The white stuff.
It's like cream.
Yeah.
Like caramely creaminess.
Think of Milky Ways. Think of Three Musketeers.
That doesn't help, because I never thought that the white stuff was in the Snickers.
Wow.
It's good?
Really good.
I normally am not a big gas station candy kind of gal.
Wow. Okay. That's really good. That surprised me. I am okay. So Tony says he's had vanilla and maple buns.
There's other flavors?
That's not bad.
It's not very mapley.
Yeah.
I think
that's a good way to put it. Ken said it's like fluffed fondant.
Oh.
There's a little maple in there. Yeah, fondant tastes terrible though. Linda. That's not bad.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
I hope you guys can't hear me chewing.
Not bad at all, guys. All right. Yeah, not bad. I enjoy it. Gary said he'd love the UP. Yeah, it's unreal. It's a different world. You go like we'd go like 50 miles without a gas station,
without anything,
without internet, without anything.
It was so strange.
So I really, and I'm actually never like this. I really wanted a fountain pop on the way back. And I'm not like that.
No.
I really wanted a fountain pop.
And I needed a coffee.
We stopped at 4 different locations over the course of like 2 hours. 0 had fountain pops. You guys, 0 had fountain pops.
Did the gas station in Manistee?
No, they did not.
It wasn't Manistee.
We stayed in Munising. No, they did not.
Wow.
Yeah, it was different, as it should be, right? As it should be. It wouldn't be special if it wasn't. So yeah, that's what it is. Nougat is made with sugar and whipped egg whites.
Interesting.
Soda. Get that out of here, Christopher. Get that out of here. All right. So final thoughts on the bun.
I liked it.
I did too.
It wasn't mapley at all.
No. I get it on the after. Like, I taste it right now.
Not me.
I taste it. All right. You just got to give me a kiss. Nah, you guys get no way. No way. Hey, Corey, welcome. All right. Hey, awesome. Welcome everybody that's coming in, man. We appreciate you guys. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. If you come in, it helps us out. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this. First, we do have an announcement to make. I actually have another announcement I can officially make now for literally the first time, which is gonna be pretty cool. But first, Beard Octane.
Woo!
I'm gonna put a little scrolly at the bottom here. Friday, October 27th. So that's not this Friday or next Friday, but I believe the Friday after that. Friday, October 27th.
Very helpful.
I know. Get out your calendar. Come on, guys. 8 p.m. Eastern on the Beard Octane YouTube channel. There is a best beard contest. Now, this is going to be hosted by Joe at Beard Octane and some of the Beard Octane employees, but the guest judges are going to be Scuba, aka Beard Tube, Sam C, aka my wife, and then me. And so we're going to be judging these, you guys. We're going to talk about the awards. We're going to talk about the prizes, the giveaways. It is going to be a madness stream, like a madness. I don't even think you know what to expect.
I don't. I'm like giddy, but like nervous.
It's going to be really, really, really fun. And I will put a link in the chat, you guys. This shows you how often I visit Beard Octane. When I type the letter B on my address bar,
just pops up.
Beard Octane comes up. Yeah, it comes up first here. And so, wow, super cool, you guys. Just hit 100 entries. They call me Triple Dig for a reason, you guys. So.
I thought they called you Double Mash.
They do call me Double Mash as well. That's a different reason, though. So, yeah, it's Triple Dig, Double Mash, Double Math, too, because I'm twice as good.
Double Math?
I am twice as good at math as Sam C.
That's accurate.
My
degree's not in accounting or anything.
Sam could not do Maddox's homework the other night.
third grade math.
Which I know a lot of parents can relate to, because there are times where it's crazy.
Why do they keep changing math?
Yeah.
Why?
It is crazy.
Why?
So, Rob, great question, man. I am excited to be here. And Carl, great question. I am saving that one. I have a halftime segment, which isn't too far from now. And we'll hit those questions.
We have a halftime segment.
I apologize. That was very rude of me. And that is very true. It is a we. No, that's sarcasm.
As I would say. Yeah, that was rude.
Yeah. And so, Rob, there's a link in the chat. You're going to click that link. It'll take you directly to this website right here. All right, right here. And it breaks it all down, you guys. Look at these additional sponsors that they have here. Woo, baby. And we'll talk about that in a second. And you'll look at the entries, right? You can literally look at the top right portion of your screen. You can submit your photo just by clicking there, and then you're good to go. Awesome. Rob said he'll be joining. Perfect. Now, there is another way that you guys can join this contest, and I will show you on the next slide. And feel free to take a screenshot if you guys would like. And it's down at the bottom here, and then we'll talk about those prizes. Changed up the graphic for today. But there's two ways you can enter. That website that I just showed you guys, I'll link it one more time here, and I believe it's in the description as well. Or you can post on Instagram. Shout out to our friend Steven. He is local to Beard Octane. He submitted on Instagram, so I believe it does work. Post your most majestic beard photograph on Instagram with the two hashtags. You do need both of these. Beardtober 2023 and then Beard Octane. Hashtag Beard Octane, hashtag Beardtober 2023. And then look at these prizes, you guys. First off, Pit Viper is sponsoring. That's cool. We also have coffee from Black Rifle Coffee. Really cool. Weber Grills, right? That's amazing. Some other really cool stuff. And then I believe this is maybe a little sneak peek of the trophies. I know. How cool is that? And again, guys, it's free. Like,
do we get a judge's trophy? I'll be expecting that, Joe.
I have one. I don't know if you can see. I have one in the back corner, a judge's trophy. And I'm not done talking about this yet, guys, but I do have an official announcement. It is official right now. And shout out to the wife, Sam C, for not hesitating and supporting this situation. The second biggest beard competition in the world outside of Beard Octane, right? Second biggest output in-person beard competition. We know this is the biggest. The biggest is Worlds, right? The next biggest beard competition in the entire world is the Nationals in the United States. U.S. Nationals. I am officially
entered?
No. I am officially a judge for the Nationals U.S. beard competition.
Woo!
What? That's crazy. That is nuts. Like, I don't even know where to begin on that, because I'm not huge in the beard competition world. Like,
yeah, right.
I have judged many of them, but I'm not like in that circle, I guess, in my own eyes. And I am super, super excited. Like, literally every national champion that's going to be honored this year, every second place, every third place, they're going to come in front of me, talk to me. I'm going to evaluate their. It's crazy. It's mind blowing.
And they're probably going to look you up beforehand.
And that's the goal. That's the goal. Let's do. I'll be honest. Do I think this is going to help the reach of this channel and this community? I do. It's literally two distinct communities. There's the competition community, and then there's the beard content online YouTube community, and there's some crossover. Like my buddy Jason in here right now is at Lord Fire Chops. He is a national champion, I believe. He has won a bunch of things. He is in both. He loves this community. He's a great friend of mine. He's local here, and he also is a big time guy in the competition world. So there's a few people that kind of bridge that gap. I hope that this will just bring them both together. And I think that every content creator, every company should be excited, because I really believe we're going to bring in a whole new world here. And I've actually judged a competition for the Bearded Villains with Jason here. This is not the one in 2024 Detroit. I do hope to judge that one. I'll just put that out there.
Who's in charge of that one?
I don't know. Jason, do you know who's in charge of that? I'm sure it has to do with the Murder City guys. Either Jason G or Jason Fire Chops. Let me know, because I would love to judge, especially being local. I think that's a must. But this one is November 4th in Daytona, Florida. And Florida. And this is where Sam's amazing. She didn't hesitate. I worked around the family where I'm only going for one night. I don't like being away from them, and I don't like putting that on Sam, to be honest. And so I am going down. I'm just super, super excited to tell you guys I am an official judge for the U.S. National Beard Competition in Daytona.
So cool.
So, yep, Rob, that's exactly it. It is hosted by Honest Amish, and there's going to be I just got the judging list about an hour ago. Insane. Like it's crazy, you guys. So very, very excited if you guys enjoyed those. Okay. So Murder City is Murder City and Honest Amish. Okay. Good to know. I would imagine I know the Honest Amish guys really well. I know Murder City pretty well. I know like Jason and some of the other guys. So hopefully put my name in the ticket if you guys know anybody, because I'll do it. You don't even have to pay me. So it'll be, we'll go for free. And yes, but back to this. He said, I believe he already has our judges set. Yeah. If you know anything about the beard competition world, which you do, Jason, that stuff changes frequently. So I'll be on the cancellation list, right? Cancellation list. Yeah, for sure. I will be honest, that would be a bummer to judge nationals and then have something in Florida, and then have something local to my home, my community, stuff that I do a lot with local. I do a lot for Detroit with beard stuff, and to not be asked me, that would be a bummer.
It would be.
That would be a bummer. So, but I would, thank you, Jason. I would love to be involved and help. I know I can grow the following there. So I think that would be cool and bring people to it is what I mean. But if you like the sound of that, this is one that you don't have to travel to Daytona for. You don't have to travel to Detroit for. You get to simply enter online, have some fun, and really get this one going, you guys. Here's the prizes. Absolutely awesome. Now, are you ready for another Beard Octane announcement?
Me?
Yes. No, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. I can't announce too much here, guys, but I did get permission to give you guys just a little appetizer. Just the smallest Beard Octane appetizer ever, you guys. Friday. One word. That's all I can say. Friday. And Holly's right. Make sure you get your friends and family to vote for you.
Ooh.
You vote on the website, guys. Super simple.
Or maybe your friends and family are jerks and they'll vote for somebody else.
Oh, that works too for Beard Octane. They're fine with that. Friday, you guys. And internet came on. Man, people are having internet problems. That's interesting. I'm glad you guys are here. To recap, you got to go back. There's too much. Just a taste here. Okay. Friday. That's it.
I was going to try to sing a Christmas song, and then I literally could not think of one Christmas song.
What about Dasher and Donner and Vixen?
That's a good one.
What's
the rest of them?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
And Rudolph?
And Vixen and Comet.
Oh, God, my ears.
And Dasher and Basher and Bouncer and Friday, you guys. That's all I can say here. Let me give you a sound, okay? Let me give you a sound. Ready?
Wow. Aggressive.
I don't know if that came through, but this will.
It's hearty.
It's hearty. Yep, it is hearty. So, yeah. Drayden, he said, oh, man, my wallet can't take it. Oh, dude. Drayden, this. Whew, man. That's too. Yeah. That, guys, Friday. That's all I can say right now. I would love to tell you more. I just didn't get permission to tell you more. So shout out to Beard Octane, you guys, and shout out to the beard competition that is free. You can enter anytime, and smacked it like a bag of mulch. So as a man, there's so many things you have to smack.
Oh, that's so accurate. So accurate.
When I get the steak out to grill steak, you have to spank the steak. You just give it a little smack. You have to. I don't know about some other things that you do. Like, if you get like a good country ham for the holidays. Oh my gosh.
Why is it a country ham?
I don't know.
It's not a city ham. It's a country ham.
I don't mess with those urban hams at all. It's got to be the country hams. I don't even know if that's a thing. Is that a saying?
I don't think so.
I'm going with it, but a country ham, you got to give it a little smacky smack. Okay, am I crazy? I swear country ham was a thing.
I don't think
They're laughing at me. All right, well, we just made it a thing, guys.
Gosh.
I don't want any of those urban hams. Don't give me those city slicker hams, okay? And then if you have the tongs, you gotta tap the tongs. Erica's right. You got to do it to a bag of ice. Yeah, you have to do it to a bag of. Oh, Erica, not acceptable.
If you do that to ice, your hands are gonna get all cut up.
You guys,
no.
If you get a bag of ice from the gas station, if you don't test it by smacking it to see how solid it is, did you even buy it? Yeah, like did you?
No, because you're gonna have to go to the hospital and get stitches.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, this is so true. Jake's right. Even in Australia, they do this. He says it's mandatory after strapping something down. You have to say, that's not going anywhere. Like, literally have to. You have to.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not crazy, guys. Country ham is 100% a thing. Thank you.
What?
All right. Country ham is a thing. It's a very salty ham that you fry. Thank you, guys. Goodness gracious.
Isn't that like a chicken steak or steak chicken or something?
Country fried chicken?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Contest on Friday. Next Friday, after Friday.
Oh, that's confusing.
Hope to see you guys there, a.k.a. on the 27th. All right, on the 27th there. So, yes. Oh, man, we all thought that. We thought horseradish was made from real horses or buffalo wings were from buffaloes.
Nobody thought that.
I did. No, okay. So my icebreaker when I was teaching, I don't know if I have any students in here, but tell the story of when I was teaching. I had, and close your ears over here. I had an ex-girlfriend that was not very intelligent. She was not a smart human. Super nice, but not smart.
But then the other one is a doctor now. So
the other one is a doctor now.
You evened out.
And then I found the best of all worlds. Beautiful, smart, nice, can't do math. Like it's all good. But yeah, so I went from that is true. It was from a girl who's very, very not smart to a doctor, which is crazy. And then neither of them were good enough. So it was all CMC. But she literally believed, and you're not going to believe me, but I'm telling you from the core of my soul that this is true. She genuinely in high school, or no, this was college. In college, believed that meatballs grew on trees.
That can't be right.
It really genuinely is. So quick story on it. Essentially, she was like, hey, you want to come over? My stepdad's making meatballs. I'm like, heck yeah, I want to come over. So I love meatballs. Go into her garage. I'll never forget this. She opens the door and we just get this overwhelming smell of smoke that just smacks us in the face. And we're like, huh? Michael goes, they don't. It smacks us in the face. And I go, oh my gosh. I said, I think your stepdad burned the meatballs. Word for word, exact response. She said, yeah, like an entire forest of them. And I was like, huh? Come again? And she goes, an entire forest of them. I said, I don't understand what you're saying. And then literally word for word, she goes, like not one tree, but a whole bunch of trees. And I was like, oh, she's just like comparing numbers, I guess, like interesting. And I was like, oh, okay, just like one tree compared to a lot. And she goes, yeah, meatball trees. And I go, come again? She said meatball trees. And now I'm realizing it like for the first time. And this like wave of like panic goes over my body. I literally started sweating. I think I turned white. And I was like, oh, no. I said, I'm going to ask you one very simple question. Please answer honestly. I'm not joking right now. I said, where do meatballs come from? And she looked me dead in my eye. And she goes, meatball trees. And I said, where in your sick and twisted childhood did somebody tell you a joke about meatballs growing on a tree and it stuck with you? I said, did you go meatball picking with your grandma? Did you go out on the meatball forest and go get? She really believed. He says she must have been gorgeous. She really believed that. She thought we were going to go see Pearl Harbor, which was coming out at the time. I was like, yeah, you want to go see Pearl Harbor? She was like, for sure. Isn't it about that ship? And I was like, kind of. It's a harbor with a lot of ships. She was like, the ship that sank. I was like, I mean,
that's Titanic.
I was like, yeah, there were ships that sank there, and it was Titanic that she thought of. Yeah.
Whoa, dodged a bullet there.
Yes. So it was bad. Like, it was bad. And she went to a D1 college and played volleyball full ride. So sports really can overcome a lot. So yes, sports over stupid. So that is so true. All right. I don't even know how we got to the meatballs, but worth it. So was she blonde? No, she was not blonde. Nope. And then the doctor, who was brilliant, who went to U of M medical school, she was blonde. So
there you go.
They contradicted
breaking
all of
stereotypes
those.
One girl at a time, one meatball at a time.
Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah. So that's gotta love those scholarships. Yep. D1 volleyball scholarship. Yeah. Unbelievable. All right. Beard contest. Here we go. This is Beard Advice Live. Samcy, if people want to get advice on their beard for free by experts in the chat, where do they send in their pictures and their write-up to?
They can send it in to beardadvicelive@gmail.com.
There you go. beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Awesome. All right. So our first one today is from Justin. He says, I've been mainly trying for length, lost the shape a bit over the last year, and I would like to keep growing length. But is this the point where I must swallow my pride and trim for fullness? Oh, man, such an aware question here. He's saying, hey, I had a great shape to my beard. I'm growing for length. I want length, but am I like crazy right now? And I want to have a long beard like Dumbledore, but I'm worried I'm still too young at 26 and need to wait to earn a beard like that.
Wow.
Dude, Justin, are you in here? Because that's insightful.
You're an old soul.
I was just going to say, you're an old soul. He just put a line and said, I'm worried I'm too young at 26 and still need to wait to earn a beard like that. Goodness. I was just talking to Drayden in the chat about that. Drayden, he seems like an old soul too, but he's young. He's really young and he's growing the beard. Your beard just keeps getting better and better.
Drayden, how old are you?
I'm going to go 22.
Oh,
I think he's young.
I was going to go 26, Drayden.
Okay. Drayden, let us know if you feel comfortable, of course. 20, I think 22. And Drayden, I got to put this out there. I feel like there's a version of like adult dating, which is really weird, like making like connections with people. 21. Wow. I knew he was young.
Goodness.
Because he went from playing right into coaching. Like I did. It's the same thing. Drayden, I got to get your number at some point so we can text about beard stuff and get you all the info. I'm always like, ooh, Drayden would like this and stuff. So Justin, Drayden, got to get your number. All right, Justin, let's check out your beard here. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's so cool.
Wow, dude. Super duper cool. So Dumbledore, he just wants as big and as full as he can go.
Okay.
And he's like, I lost the shape along the way. Am I crazy? Do I need to trim? Justin? No.
I
was expecting bad.
Yeah.
Like I was ready for like wild transparency. I was expecting like just wispies and craziness and stuff. No. Keep growing, dude.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Christopher says, earn what exactly?
Exactly.
Crazy beard. Dude, you are well on your way. You can braid that boy. You can put some beads in there. You've got
You're like halfway to Dumbledore.
Right?
Halfway.
At least.
Yeah.
I think you are crushing it, man. And what a thoughtful, incisive write-up that he had there. Yeah. Dude, absolutely. I made this, of course, but I genuinely forgot what this beard looked like. And sometimes I'm just in work mode, and I don't really consciously think about it. Yeah. I would keep going. Oh, Scott, good call. His beard does
I
look
thought the same
Did
thing.
you?
Yeah.
It looks like Nate from Johnny
Yeah.
Ray's. Wow, who's another good friend of mine. Wow, okay. Wow, yeah, 26. 26, Jeremy. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't even give you any advice, man. I think you're rocking the heck out of it. I think it looks fantastic, man. Keep growing. I dig your style. He's got like super cool tattoos. He's got the glasses that are rocking.
Nice.
Man, yeah, absolutely killing it. In his 20s, yeah, Ryan, 26. 26. Ryan, I hope your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu first class went well. Let us know in the chat how it went. I know he said he did that. Mike L says it's good. No trim needed. I agree. I can't imagine adjusting it, especially according to his goal.
Yeah,
his goal is to go to Dumbledore. So I do hope everyone understands out there that we respect your goals. We're not going to say what we think would look best or our personal preference. We want to respect your goals. Oh, nice. That's cool to know. Drayden says, that's my goal. Great style, man. Crazy beard. Yeah.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Justin, a lot of people are like, Rob, then look at Rob's great beard. He says, I wish mine was that nice in the 20s. Man, straighten it less and it will poof. No. Yeah, I don't think he's doing a ton of straightening. I think that's more or less kind of natural to it. But yeah, if you want volume, you can achieve that. But what you get with volume comes at the cost of transparency. So the more you pack it in, the more dense it is. The more you spread it out, the more thin it is.
Also, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Dumbledore. His beard is not wide. It's thin and long.
It's wizardly.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Wizardly.
Wizardly.
That was good. That was good. I had to reschedule going Monday. Okay. All right. Keep us posted, man. Monday Commands Corner, 9 p.m. Eastern. Be there. All right. Michael J. I don't think Fox. So I want to know thoughts of my. Is he still?
I think he's alive.
I hope he's alive. I hope you're doing well, Michael J. Fox. I'm like checking myself there. Like, Michael J. Fox, you're a legend. I hope you're doing well. If not, you were amazing and inspired many. Let us know if he's still all right. All right.
Oh, he's still good.
Okay. Good. This one is not Michael J. Fox. Got sweaty there. Okay. He's definitely still alive. Okay.
Sweaty.
Oh man. I didn't want to disrespect a legend.
Okay.
All right. So I am sweaty, like literally. So I want to know thoughts of my beard progress. I think it looks better now since I have added some tools. First, I got a face steam. Very cool. First one a week, now twice, and it's done wonders. We've actually discussed that lately. You and I. I don't know anything about it, but I probably should look into it.
We have one.
A face steamer?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Second, a daily pore cleanser before bed to keep the pores clear and open. Third, a beard scrubber, since you recommended it and it's so relaxing. It is. Those scrubbers are so satisfying. Do you ever use it on like your scalp?
I use mine.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Lastly, a bonus. I returned to the world of competitive ballroom dance with my friend who introduced it to me. And it's been 7 years since the last competition, but we did extremely well. Also marks the first time I had a beard during competition.
So cool.
Super cool. Yeah, face steam. So just literally think of like a steamer, like how you steam your clothes, but it's made for your face. It's a big thing at like spas and stuff.
Yeah.
So interesting. Here's Michael right here. Awesome. And he said, that's funny. I'm glad it's funny because if it went another way, it wasn't going to be funny. So Michael, and many of you are like, who's Michael? You'll remember Michael once you see the picture here. Legend of the show.
Oh, I do remember you.
Just the coolest style and everything. So he has changed up his style. He went from more of like, and this, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like I did not plan it. Remember I said last time, when you get volume, you sacrifice transparency. So you see that first picture, he has more volume, but it's more transparent. In the second picture, it's more densely packed, but it's more narrow and thin. So it's just a preference thing, right? It's just up to you, but he's really liking it. One thing, and Michael, I don't know if this is true or not, but, and I love everything that you've done with the face too. I can see that you've done stuff with the cheeks and the eyebrows, man, killing it. The hair even looks like a little bit more textured in a cool way, but it's either the beard or you have also lost weight, but it really narrows your face, like really narrows your face in a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way, right? For me, I don't want to narrow mine anymore because I have a big face. And if I did that, that would be like unproportional. Yours works very well. Yeah, very, very well. Yeah, what a fly guy. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
What a fly guy. And then here's him at the ballroom with his ballroom partner.
So cool.
I know. So wasn't looking for advice and just wanted to send an update. He's kind of filled us in all along his journey. And actually, I remember Michael's very first picture. He has, since that picture, he lost a lot of weight.
Oh, wow.
A lot of weight. I remember that one. It was a short beard. It was a patchy beard. And then we followed the progress. And man, so dang cool. Love the hair. Same here. That hair's a statement, like a straight up statement. And he just seems like the nicest guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the nicest guy ever. So, dude, you're killing it. Thank you for the update. Absolutely love everything about this. Very, 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 very cool. Yeah, absolutely. All right. And this is an important statement here too. Rob says, yeah, if I did narrow it, it would look bad, but great look, Michael. That's why you got to take all advice and then cater it to yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not going to work for you. Sometimes it's the opposite. And knowing that is really important. So awesome, Michael. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. Questions. Beard questions, Sam C questions, channel questions, beard competition questions. What you guys got for tonight? Vado says, Dan, I ordered Dead Man's Night Out. What's the consistency? Thank you. Consistency at Dead Man's is a medium viscosity. Pretty much straight up medium. I wouldn't even go light or thick on that one. Carl says, hey, Dan, have you tried Dior Savage Face and Beard? No. I'm imagining Dior is like the fashion brand Dior.
There's only one Dior.
the cologne Dior. Generally speaking, Carl, there's never been a company that has crossed over into beard products like that have done it well.
So Dior makes like makeup and stuff too, so they are familiar with the face.
Okay.
But I don't know how deep it goes.
Never, ever, ever in the history of the world has it translated to beard products. And I'll give you an exact example. Jack Black is a well-respected like men's skincare company, and their love for a lot of things. Their beard products are some of the worst I've ever experienced. They're so bad. So dang bad. And a lot of these companies have great relationships with like GQ and stuff like that. And so they get in on these like top list like articles and blogs and they do well and stuff. So sad. So I haven't tried that one, but I'm imagining it's not great, but I've been surprised before. So I can't say that for certain.
Now I'm curious. I like want to know how much it is.
Yeah, let's see if we can look it up. Dior
DI.
Oh my goodness. Face and beard. Okay. Oh, it's a moisturizer. Oh, that's even worse. Ooh. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay, here we go, guys and girls out here. I am telling you, I don't know the ingredients here, but it is.
say that word.
What? Dior?
No.
Oh, Savage.
I know, but why does it look like that?
They gotta be fancy. They gotta be fancy. All right. So this bad boy, where did it go? I had the price. I went too deep, guys. I went too deep, guys. All right. So the price on this is
$70.
Where's it at though?
Right here.
Okay. So $70.
Good Lord, that's expensive.
$70. Wow. Okay, let's find the ingredients. Sometimes you can't even find them. All right, they're here. Okay.
They're here.
So for the ingredients, we have water. Don't use it. We have glycerin. Okay, as long as it's vegetable glycerin. Glycerin. We have caprylic triglycerides. That's okay. That's a version of coconut oil. They have propanol. No, alcohol. What kind?
What? Yeah, you can't just say alcohol.
Oh my gosh. Tapioca start. No. See more? Oh, there we go, big baby. So it is exactly the list I thought it would have been. Exactly.
That's sad.
The list I thought it would have been. And it's $70. So if the person is still out there, but Christopher, this is the tough thing. I just made a video on this recently. There are some good alcohol ingredients. It is and I'm not saying the first part to it. It's the fatty alcohols that are good. Drink. There
every time.
I didn't go there yet.
You went there.
No. Fatty alcohols is different than the other phrase.
Say it.
No. And the fatty the fatty alcohols can be okay. But man, this one is check my beard oil. It's coconut and Jim Beam. No. So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, the bottle. I knew it.
The
That's
fact
so
that it's
wild.
called a beard moisturizer. I don't like that.
No. They should have. I'm assuming they're trying to go. No, because it's not a leave-in conditioner, because it's meant for the skin too, and the conditioner's not.
I don't know.
Oh, that's bad. That is bad, unfortunately. All right, Bryce, thank you for taking my mind off of that. I've been getting a lot of single strand knots in my beard under my chin and neck area. Is there a way to prevent this? I oil every morning, sometimes balm. I use butter at night, comb 2 to 3 times a day. Yeah, Bryce, the single hair knots are going to happen. It will happen from time to time. That's just having a beard, but it's almost always caused from 1 or 2 sources. Number 1, dehydrated. If you have knots, there's some form of dehydration going on there. That's just simply how it works. Number 2 is combing too fast. And I actually talked about it today on stream, but think about when you have the ribbon of a balloon, right? When you have a balloon and you take the scissors, you put a little tension on it, and you got to go fast, and you run that ribbon with the scissors. And then what it's going to do, distracting me.
I'm trying to see if you hit 75.
No, I haven't. There's no way. I'll check as it's going, because sometimes they round up. Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about that. But if you take the ribbon and you take scissors and you run it, it makes it curl up. Your beard hair does the same thing when you take a comb and you go too fast. It makes it curl up. So real quick, what Sam was checking on there, guys, is we are 20 subscribers away from 75K.
20.
Now, the odds of hitting that in the next 25 minutes are 1%. Like, it's not going to happen. We should hit it tomorrow, though, which is really cool. But we were kind of hoping it would happen on stream.
It would be so cool.
It would be cool. I don't want cheap ones, though. Don't go make fake accounts or anything like that. I genuinely don't want
Go to your significant other's phone right now, take it, subscribe. And if you all do that, then we're there.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And then make sure they watch videos.
We'll wait.
So yeah, we are 20 away right now from 75K, which is 3/4 of the way to the massive goal of 100K. 100K, you get the check next to your name. You get a personal contact at YouTube. You get an employee card to go to either YouTube headquarters in LA or New York. You literally can go use their.
I didn't know there was one in New York.
Yep, New York and LA, and they have rooms set up that are set up with mics, with cameras, with settings. You can go and film. You can go meet other content creators and collaborate. It's pretty cool. So that's a big one. That's a huge goal. But yeah, Bryce, that's the biggest thing. Slow down on your combing. Make sure you are drinking enough water. I wish I had an easier answer, but it's just true. Yeah, it's just true in that situation. All right, Drayden, he says, okay, I love examples for the last beard. I noticed personally that when I straighten mine, it gets more transparent. For sure, that's a trade-off, and I don't like that. But I like mine when it looks full and almost bushy. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. And he says, because of the growth stage of where I'm at, any supplements you 100% recommend for growth? Yeah, absolutely, man. Right now, for starting, there's 2 that I would love for you to consider. It is the Beard Fuel and the Beard Biotin from Beard Octane. That's going to kind of tag team you. If you really want to go for it, dude, and you're all in, check out collagen. All right, check out collagen. And it's really, really amazing stuff. Drayden, send me an email after the stream, please. And send me an email. And if you don't mind, send me your number. I'll text you, because I think I might have some stuff for you. But send me an email, and then send me your number. I'll text you. But anybody listening, biotin, and then essentially like a good multivitamin, especially if it's catered for hair and nails, is a really good thing. And then the last thing is collagen. If you can take collagen, your beard's going to really benefit from it. But if you want your beard to grow faster, it's biotin. Yeah. And you are definitely at that spot where if you're using that heat, it's going to take away the fullness. I would say with a heated brush, just focus on target areas. For me, I only use a heated brush on my mustache and my sideburns. So really kind of like think about, where do I want to like dial it in a little bit and use it like a spot tool. I think that would help out. Now, you use a lot of tools. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you use as a spot tool, or is everything like your whole head of hair?
Well, I only use 2 right now. So I have my blow dryer, but that doubles as like a round brush.
Okay. Yeah.
And then my flat iron.
Mm-hmm.
And no, neither of those are spot treatment things.
Okay.
I don't really spot treat my hair.
Okay.
It's all or nothing.
Is the movie Conjuring 2 any good? Never seen it. Don't know.
No, I can't watch scary movies because I get nightmares like a 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Bryce said, combing too fast would definitely make sense. Yeah, and it's a natural. I actually filmed a video that's going to talk about this soon. It's a natural thing. just a natural thing. So as we are trying to achieve 75K, a question would be advice for gaining more subscribers. There's only one advice that ever matters for gaining subscribers. This is it, you guys. Content is king. If you add value to people's lives, they will subscribe and they will support you.
Wait, I have original content is king. Original.
Woo. So true. Original content is king. And the reason why we say that is it's very natural to want to chase numbers. I get that. And what's the easiest path in most people's minds to chasing numbers? See success, duplicate success. They're doing it. They're big. Let me copy what they do. Now, is that conscious? Is it subconscious? Probably a little bit of both.
It's a question we asks ourselves daily.
Yeah, and that's actually a great one because content is king. And I'm proud of my content, but not you personally, anybody in here. But if you copy my content, it's not, that's queen. Now, your content is queen at best, because you'll never be that original person. I listen to a lot of comedians. I just finished a podcast with Theo Von and Jeselnik, legend. And they talked about this. And a lot of comedians do, where they're like, when you first start, a lot of comedians just copy other comedians. Mm-hmm. And so that's actually a really good add-on. So genuinely, the only advice that matters to getting new subs is add value to people's lives. If you do that, it will come back to you. I promise you that, right? It really will come back to you. But if you don't have anything to add to their lives, why would anybody subscribe? If you're posting once every 4 weeks and you didn't build that base, why would anybody subscribe? So it's all about content. Yeah, truly all about content.
For you, Erica.
Yeah, I got mine too.
Did you get yours? Do you love it?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Zach, do you have any recommendations on a stripping wash and how often to use it? So you can use any kind of beard and body bar soap for a stripping wash, such as Beard Octane. I use a couple of them, but Beard Octane's easily my most used. Right now, I think I have Weather Beard in the shower because I was at a cold start. But any one is going to work. If you want a liquid stripping wash, the only one that I really recommend is
BABC.
BABC. Yes, she's got it. BABC, the Bad Donkey Beard Care, if you know what I mean. And they have a great one. Not their hog wash, but their beard wash. And that is a true statement. So yeah. Dan, have you ever unplugged and plugged back in your Abalite while going through the routine? I actually noticed that after it had been a few minutes set to 320 and it was getting up to 255 and 260. I actually noticed after it had been on for a few minutes, set at 320, was getting up to 255 to 260.
Did it still just need to heat up more?
Yeah, I have before. Yeah, for sure. I've been done and then been like, it wasn't an accident. I'm like, oh, I need to do this. And it just took less time to get back up to the temp, but I didn't have any issues. Yeah.
Oh, he said he meant 355, 360.
Oh, no, I've never had that.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Is it okay? I don't know if Aberlite works like this. My wax pot that I use to wax my face, it heats up all the way to the top level, and then it comes back down.
Interesting.
To what I set it to.
No, Aberlite doesn't do that. So no, I've not experienced that, JT Steve. No. Do any of those supplements reduce shedding? Yeah, if you want to reduce shedding, collagen is going to be your best bet by far, because that is going to be really helpful on the skin and the nourishment there. Biotin might actually increase your shedding because it's increasing the rate of growth, which is going to push it through its life cycle faster. So yeah, man, I love that. Drain says all in, not really a reason to not be. Love that. Yeah, absolutely. No, Scotty, unsubscribing and resubscribing does not help. Nope, it does not help. And okay, and this is my man, Garden State. He lives the horror life. That's his thing. Look in the background of his picture. You can see the Scream mask and stuff. He said Conjuring 2 is good. Okay, there you go. Yep, absolutely. I am a Greek chef that has a beard and long hair. How original can I be? Well, it's not about what you are. It's about what you present. Keep that in mind. Everybody's original, but they have a choice to be who they are or not. Right? Copying people is a choice. So yeah, absolutely. Must have a Dan and Theo. Oh my gosh.
Oh my, Dan would literally be deceased.
I would die. And trust me, guys, You will never have seen a more entertaining me than going wordplay with Theo. Like, you guys don't get to see all sides of me, right? It's just not possible. I get funny. Like, I get some silliness, and my humor is very similar to Theo. I just like silly words. Like, I'll put funny phrases together. So yeah, Theo Von, Joe Rogan, Theo Von. If you're like, which podcast do you want to be on? I would have more fun on Theo Von, but I would have more exposure on Joe Rogan. So it's like tough. But yeah, Theo Von he's my GOAT for comedy. He's my number one. It doesn't get any funnier. My favorite Theo Von is when he's talking and he says outlandish stuff and the person he's talking to doesn't get it. It goes over their head and it's just like pure gold. Like, I am just dying. Oh my gosh. He just told a joke. One of my favorite jokes ever is, and most of his are inappropriate, but that's okay. That's what
I was going to say, can you say it here?
Yeah. That's what I do believe comedy should be escape from political correctness. It should be an escape from your day to day where it's like, oh, I got to be proper. I got to be like, you should be able to laugh at stuff once in a while and then understand it's comedy. It's a joke, right? How many times a day do I say something to you? I go, I'm joking, like joking, like we just have fun. But Theo Von said, oh yeah, man, we had a kid growing up, and he always has a story about people growing up. He said, I had a friend growing up and he was deaf. And he got beat up all the time. I'm like, huh? He was like, because they thought he was doing that dark magic. He was doing all these like signs he was doing all these like things with his hands. He was doing American Sign Language, and the kids in his town thought he was doing dark magic. Like, only Theo would come up with something like that. Though. Oh, right?
I always want to know, like, how much of it is true?
Zero.
Okay.
Zero.
Okay.
0%.
Because the way that he talks and acts and presents himself, and maybe that he's just like a really good actor, but like, I believe that some of that happened.
Yeah, there's probably an ounce in there that's truth, and then he just takes it and runs with it.
So funny.
I know how his brain works, and I can see in conversation when he comes up with stuff. Yeah, it's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. Read somewhere that exfoliating the skin under the beard with fingernails is a no-no. True. I do it all the time. It's just like anything else. It's about how you do it. Is that a preferred method? No. Like, your fingernails, if you're doing it throughout the day, I hate to tell you, but fingernails can be gross.
Yeah.
During the day. And if you have something in your fingernail and you're exfoliating, you're pushing that into the pores. So you're probably causing more of a problem than helping.
So for hair, they say that you don't want to like scrub your head with your nails because your nails cause tiny little abrasions in your skin. And because under your nails carry a lot of bacteria.
That makes sense.
That gets into those little cuts and you can get infections and stuff. I've never had it. I've never known anybody to have that happen. But...
So he said during the shower. My nails never go beyond where you can touch them.
Don't show them your nails.
So
nub nails.
I don't like nails. So
you don't have nails because it's just nubs.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like nails. So I don't do that. Oh, Caroline said her Stanley fell out of a golf cart at school yesterday. Number one, how do you have a golf cart at school?
Right.
That's amazing. Hold on. Yeah. Like, pause. What? Come again. And she goes, it's seen better days. All right. Quick Stanley discussion. So we've been trying to find the best vessel for getting hydration into our human bodies. And Sam tried different things. Our biggest problem have been cup holders.
Yeah.
I found amazing water bottles, but then certain cup holders don't work.
Yeah.
So she gave in and got a Stanley. Now mine is free. They kept sending us the wrong color. And so they were like, just keep it. We'll send you a new one. Yeah. So I got to keep this. I had never heard of a Stanley before. This is how many ounces? Like 40? 40 ounces right here. I'd never heard of this. It's perfect. It is the perfect vehicle for delivering hydration. It has one side for a straw. You can take the straw out and flip it around. It's got an opening so you can just drink it like a traditional cup. But I didn't know this. Apparently there's a stigma with Stanleys of like a basic girl.
Yeah.
And people like mock people for this.
Yeah.
And I said, I said, men do not make fun of women or anybody for having a cup like this. And she goes, oh, yes, they do. There's guys that make fun of girls all the time. And I said, no. Those are boys. Those are not men. Those are not guys. Those are boys. Because I don't know if you guys are aware. I have never heard anything bad about this. This thing is like stainless steel.
It keeps stuff so cold all day.
It's crazy, man. And this is so amazing. If anybody wants to make fun of this or call me basic, please do. Just make sure you call me that when we're in person and I'm 6'3", 225, and I'm holding a metal water bottle with a handle on it.
Yikes.
Come on with it. No, just kidding. But like, that was new to me. I didn't know that was a thing to make fun of.
Yeah, it's like all over like Instagram and TikTok. Guys will like pretend like they're girls and they'll carry like the gallon thing of water, like carrying my Stanley.
See, and see, Jason's a big, burly, tough dude too. And he goes, "What's funny about a big cup?" Yeah,
I don't know. Ask these men.
I've never heard. I don't hang around these boys. Like I don't see. Look, I hang out with Drayden. He said, "Preach, Dan. I rock a Stanley." I don't get where that came from. Oh, Caroline says my school is a campus style district. The kids. Oh wow. We're down on the football field doing activities. I left. Wow. Oh, your admin have golf carts.
That's wild.
That is wild.
But like super cool.
Yeah. My friend called my Stanley my emotional support cup. Hey, yeah. All right. And Rob says, I've been looking at them because they can fit a cup holder also. Yep. And a lot make fun of myself because I'm a pumpkin spice guy. Well, that's warranted. No, I'm just kidding. But it's perfect for the cup holders. Mm-hmm. It does. I took a risk, guys. I've only done it once. I only did it once. We were up north. They did not have fountain pop. I was craving it for some reason. I put ice in here, and then I poured Mountain Dew in it. Sam's bells and whistles were going crazy. The next morning, the ice was still completely ice. I had to break it up to get it out. Crazy. I got mine in Costco 2-pack. Oh, we need a hot Costco, man. We need a Costco. I think
we're getting one.
Is that real?
I don't know.
We've heard rumors for like 12 years that we're getting one. Doug, do you guys have a Costco out by you? I feel like you do. Yeah, I feel like you do.
There's the Auburn Hills one.
Yeah. That one's always packed, though. Do you remember the COVID days?
Yeah.
We would drive by and it would be wrapped around the building.
No,
that was crazy. Damien, if you don't like the feeling of lotion, nope, and I don't like feeding lotion either. What do you use as a face moisturizer? Beard oil. That's it. Straight up.
I ask him this all the time because he doesn't have a skincare routine.
I do. I have a face wash that I use every single day, sometimes twice a day, and then I follow my showers, especially at night, with beard oil.
On your face skin.
Yeah.
Up here.
Correct. Yep. Usually bird oil. Mm-hmm.
My face would die.
Yeah. Are there any other side effects to collagen? Not that I'm aware of. It's one of the most consumed supplements in the world because it's taken for skin, it's taken for hair, and it's primarily taken for joint health. Yep. It helps out your joints. So no, collagen is very, very, very safe. Yeah, very safe. I know Whiskey and Hardtack was bought out or merged. Have you tried the soap after the merge? If you like the Whiskey and Hardtack soap, it did not merge with the Bearded Mac, who's now incorporated some of their blends, some of their scents. If you like the Whiskey and Hardtack soap, please try Beard Octane soap. just leave that there. Yep, just going to leave that one there, all right? I will pay Sam 20. You got to add another 0 on the end there, buddy.
I'll take it for 20.
to record you for a day. That would be crazy.
I feel like that would be a funny day.
It would be funny. It would just be difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have to have like a camera just like set up and catch your weird like Dan just walks around and be like he just like does like the weirdest sounds like just walking through the house. I feel like that was really accurate.
That was
really good.
Hit my core. Like I don't know if you saw me with my mouth open, but nothing came out because that was so me. Like that was so me. Tell me I'm not the only person that makes like I touch things. I'm like, like I just have to make weird noises. I don't know why, but that's just what I use.
I don't know.
So yes, you mentioned a beard scrubber. So I use the one from Toiletries. It's like toiletries, but Toiletries. Sam has a good one too, but I like mine better because it doesn't have to be cleaned or taken apart or anything like that.
Who says it needs to be cleaned?
Hey, yo, whoa, my goodness gracious. Yeah.
Mine is more for head hair.
Okay. That's true. Not beard related, but trying to reduce shedding from pregnancy postpartum. Currently 15 weeks pregnant and badly shedding.
Ooh.
That's tough. That I know happens.
Yeah. It's just a hormone thing. I don't know if it
comes back, right?
Yeah. It should.
Okay. So Chelsea, try not to worry about it. I don't have any advice there. That's outside of my arena. Sam's definitely went through it. Yeah, just give it time.
Yeah, after all my pregnancies, my hair was just gone, and it was not cute. Yeah, but it came back.
What is the best brand, or what do you use for collagen? This sounds like it's for this like stream. Sam has found some on Amazon that we've used, but my most used is literally Beard Octane. Literally Beard Octane. Before that, it was Vital Proteins. I saw somebody down here that asked, does it come in pill form? Yes. It comes in both. So my first use of collagen was in the scoop form. I got by with. I did it for a long time because they were sending it to me for free, and I don't like spending money. But it was good. I mean, Vital Proteins, I don't think anybody can argue it's a great product, but it doesn't break down in cold beverages. And I don't drink hot beverages at all. And so that was a challenge. I like the pills.
I like the pills better too. And I found that the Vital Protein, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It because we had a couple up there in the closet, and something in there like oxidizes, and it looks like there's a bunch of like black ants in there. And I looked it up.
It's normal.
And it said, yeah, it's normal. Okay. It's just because it was like older, but I don't know. That freaked me out.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Flag says Tooltree stuff is legit. Yeah, it's super high quality. Super high quality. I saw them at
the store the other day.
Really? That brand? Wow. They're from like Australia, I believe.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, that's wild. All right. Very cool. Thank you guys. All right, let's continue on with the advice. Eric B in the place to be. Oh, all right. One question here, real quick. I'm having a bad beard day. Should I wait to trim? Yes. Never, ever trim on a bad beard day. Only trim when you like the way your beard is laying. Yes. Put the clippers away. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Try mixing collagen in a shaker bottle. No, if it's a cold beverage, it just doesn't ever fully come together. And like to compare it to something like creatine, gone. Like powder, amazing. Collagen, we had shake. I did the whole deal. It just never fully goes.
Yeah, I guess I would rather just take a pill.
Yeah, it's just quicker, just easier. And Fable does have the elixir, which is a great one, and it does mix well in cold water, Mike. Yep, you're exactly right. Yeah, 100% there. And yep. Okay, Eric B. Been watching your channel for several years now, so that's crazy to hear. I enjoy it very much, and your friendship as well. I'm just mainly looking for advice on styling, how to trim, and just overall suggestions. Do I use beard oil in the AM and butter at night? Or I do use beard oil in the AM and butter at night. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go ahead and take this one.
Oh, nice.
Nice beard, dude. Grooming, he says, how long does it take to work? Generally speaking, a good time frame to start assessing if you have an impact is 3 to 6 months on any supplement. So yeah, 3 to 6 months, you can really start forming. And look at the hat. DC, baby. Snap. Dude, beard is legendary. Yes. That color, that texture, that density.
It's just majestic.
It is. It's just in your face.
So big.
Yep. I love it, dude. And see, Christopher says, wow, very nice beard. It's huge. Yeah, it's got great. This is a good example, kind of contrary to what I was talking about earlier. He has great volume and density. Yeah. It's not like he gained a bunch of transparency by going wide. So you're doing great, man. I have a couple of small things. So he said styling and trimming. He's like, maybe I want to start trimming and styling. Is there anything that stands out to you first before I give mine?
I almost would say just like those long ones at the bottom, just snip, snap, snoop them off.
I do love a good snip, snap, snoop. Sometimes hold the snoop. He can be a little bit aggressive. But yeah, I agree. I do think it's time for a little tiny, it's just a cleanup at the bottom. Yeah, it's not even a transparency trim, just a cleanup. In that same regard, Eric, I would love to, and this is a tough task and it might not fit your style, but consider going in and cleaning up this ear region right here, right? That could help you. And if you want, and I rarely recommend this, but because of your beard and how it's laying out, maybe a little connect the dot right there.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get rid of this guy. I don't normally recommend that, but I think it would just even yours out really nicely. And you're clearly not going to miss anything. Like you have it, because this won't take away from the profile. You know, this thing right here is hidden on this side.
Yeah.
So I would do a little cleanup there and then really focus on this area. And just kind of, you can go with scissors. You can look up my videos, look up Dancy Bearded Sideburns, and that can help you out. And the last thing, styling, you're crushing it.
Yeah.
Like absolutely crushing it. The only thing I would consider on styling would be the mustache, to get a heated brush on it and start getting the mustache to start pointing outward this way. All right. That's weird. Don't do that one. All right. But yeah, just simply that little trim there. And I think that will help you out, man. It looks really, really, really nice. Yep. Absolutely. And Leo says the side looks like it's growing. The slide looks like it's growing wings where you marked, but maybe it could be combed down. And that's great advice.
Maybe he did mean to say side.
Yeah, maybe. It is. That's really good advice. If you can fix something through training and through styling, it's always better to do that before trimming. I have a feeling that guy is kind of finicky with you because maybe you wear collars, maybe you wear hoodies.
Yeah, I see
do. That. My gut instinct tells me that this would be just a nice, easy trim there. But as Leo's saying, it doesn't hurt to take a couple of days to try and style that. So yeah, it looks really nice. Really, really nice. Awesome, man. Soften the wings and it can look much cleaner instantly. Yeah, I agree. Yep, absolutely. And he said, could just be the color of his coat. Not in this case. No, his is pretty like a starch difference on the color there. Like his beard is popping. So I don't think it's a transparency because of the color on this situation. Here's a good add-on from Jay. You got it, man. I love this show. He says, try switching hands when grooming. I do have a video on that, you guys. And he said, I had a similar thing. That's a good point. Yep. If you guys look up like, Doug, I'm going to put you to the challenge here. Doug is the best in the world at finding my videos. See if you can find the video that is something along the lines of like switching your hands for styling. And that was a really impactful video because a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't realize when I was crossing over, I was developing a bad habit. Interesting. So that's a really good call.
Okay. They're saying the jacket might be pushing his beard out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and I said that it may be a collar, it may be a hoodie, those kind of things. But from my experience, guys, if it was pushing it out, it would be more uniform down this way rather than just that one particular thing. But it is possible. It definitely is possible. So yeah, try styling first and then consider that little trim. Awesome, Eric. That was cool, man. Thanks for sending in. All right, Ethan M. This is actually our last one tonight, guys. So I started growing out my beard around a year ago. I had kept a business beard for years before and never really took care of it. After I started growing it out and trying products, I came across one of your reviews and the madness started. I kept trimming the neck for a while until I learned it wasn't good while growing. Oh, there's Doug. Switching hands video. I told you, man. There's no way better. I kept trimming the neck for a while I learned it wasn't good while growing it longer. Yep. I have been growing my neck beard for a few months now, but I feel the damage may be done. Thoughts? Sorry for the messy look. I just got home from teaching band all day. Acceptable. Okay. So quick concept on this. And we'll see kind of if this makes sense to you. When you're growing a beard, this under part of your beard here, at first can be
like you just flashed them.
Hey, yo, watch that. I'm not the one showing shoulder tonight. Whoa, watch out. And man, you're making me lose my thought here. Goodness, great thing about shoulders. Sweaty in it. Good gracious. Okay. Sorry, guys. The under beard on the early stages, a lot of people feel it can look bad. Right? You're growing this beard on your face and then it's showing on your neck. So they start trimming or shaving off that underbeard. Well, as it's early and short, it doesn't matter much. But as it grows out, that beard is now like deep set. Look at that thing. That's crazy.
What am I looking at?
Just how there's just a lot here.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I don't know. This part of the beard is from my neck. Like when I'm pulling on this right now, you guys, it is pulling from my neck. It's like all around my Adam's apple. That part is wow.
Well,
that part of my beard is density. It's thickness. It's backing, and it's long. It's a good, strong part of the beard. If I didn't have that, my beard would be much more transparent. And because I let that grow, it really added that impact. Okay. Now, with that said here, And Michael says, I'm also growing my neck beard out. Keep it growing. Nobody notices. That's a great way. Leo says the damage is temporary. Either let it catch up or trim to that length. So here's one little note on this. If you have been trimming your neck or shaving your neck and you've been letting that front grow, it will never catch up. That is not likely possible for most of us. I'm sure there's exceptions out there. Leo was the exception to my video today, literally. But for most of us, it will never catch up. Why? Because your front is going to be growing faster or at the same rate. And so it's just going to go like this and keep growing down with it. So the best way is kind of what Michael is saying here. As it grows out, small little trim, let it keep growing, small little trim, let it keep growing. And eventually through trimming, it will catch up to itself. Now, again, let's take a look here. And yeah, that underbeard is so important. Yep. So important. Leo, that beard is long, strong, down to get the friction on. Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. Is a 3-inch beard in a year good or bad? So the average growth for a beard in 1 year, 12 months, is 6 inches. So good, bad. I don't know if those are like
wrong words.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the ones I would never say like, oh, that's a bad beard. To straight up answer, a 3-inch beard would be a less than average growth rate, but it doesn't mean bad. I mean, there's some of the best beards I've ever seen at 3 inches, you know? So yeah, absolutely. Okay. Let's go and take a look at Ethan's beard here. Ethan, awesome, man. And thank you for teaching. Such a difficult job. I know that through and through. It's a difficult job that we need, that I am so appreciative of for the people that do it. Yes. So thank you for that. All right. Underbeard here. Dude, no, nobody, you're the only one that notices. Would have you ever thought
never.
No, man, you're doing great.
I would never have even looked.
No, yeah, we would have never lifted your beard up and looked underneath at all. But my advice to you would be continue to do small transparency trims. Let that neck catch up as you trim along the way. I would not change anything that you're doing right now.
Yeah.
And your beard looks great, man. You said it was messy from working all day. Dude, you earned that, right? That's fantastic. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And Jason said, I stopped trimming my underbeard about a year after growing out my chops. Yeah, and there's so many people that kind of go through that. And so definitely not alone. And hey, as Ryan said, if you guys forgot, just a little gentle reminder, hit that thumbs up. And as everyone's saying in the chat, like Robert, he says, that's a fantastic beard. Curtis says, looks good, sir. I agree. Yep, I absolutely agree. And Jason said, that's what I did. Through small trims, it evened up. And it will. It will absolutely even up. Awesome. All right. Oh. Boom. Thank you, guys. All right, Sam C, one more time if they want to get involved. What do they do to be on the show next week?
So just email your pictures and your, what do you call it, a write-up? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, to beardadvicelive@gmail.com.
Yeah. Be on the show, you guys. And then outside of that, I'll put it back up on the little bottom here. Make sure you mark your calendars. Friday, October 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern. The Beard Contest by Beard Octane. We will be judging. We'll be hanging out. And that'll be cool because we won't have to have talk the entire time. We'll get to chill. We'll get to snack. We'll get to have beverages.
Eat a
get
snack.
to lounge back, baby. Let's go. Because I don't know if you guys are aware, but on something like a live stream or a radio or a podcast, dead air is the enemy. You don't want silence unless it's on purpose. See what I did there? Like on Mondays, but you don't want dead air. You don't want awkwardness. So just you keep the flow going. And when we do this, it's constant, right? If I'm taking a bite, she has to talk. That stream, other people get to talk too. Ooh, a whole new world. Now, for me, I think it's going to fit you really well.
Yeah.
For me, it's challenging.
Oh, I bet. You're a very in control person.
Yeah. It's challenging, but I'm still going to have a great time. I cannot wait. It is going to be so fun. Leo's right here. He said, to see your underbeard is too short shows marvelous imagination. That is true. That is so true. Send an update. Awesome, guys. Yeah, please send in. Please send in. Hey, Mike, thank you. You have a great night as well. Dan, quick question. Any advice for a beard while it's on a cruise? I leave next Saturday. Oh, simple. Go beard oil, beard wash, and enjoy yourself. Genuinely. Beard oil, beard wash, and Sam can probably speak to this, so I'm not just talking by myself here. I've done a better job over the last probably 6 months of embracing special moments and special trips and not worrying too much about that stuff.
Definitely.
I still want to take care of it. I still want the health of my beard, but I will essentially narrow it down to beard oil and beard wash.
Yeah.
I don't even do heat sometimes. I don't do conditioner. There's sometimes I don't even do butter on these trips and stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to enjoy the moment. I don't want my beard keeping me from things.
Smart.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So be here for that stream. No, so that stream, great question, Jason. That stream is on the Beard Octane YouTube channel. So you do need to subscribe to Beard Octane. It will be on their channel, not this one. So great question. Yeah, great question. Awesome. Yeah, one oil and one wash. Yep, that's essentially what I do. Sometimes I do too, but yeah, usually one oil, one wash. Sam, today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Other than this, on Friday, guys, can't tell you what, but Friday. Other than this, anything else going on Friday?
Friday, our new episode of Catching Up with the Commands podcast comes out at 6 a.m. What time do you have it set for?
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
And you guys can watch it anytime. We still have, man, my beard went crazy with that.
Yeah.
We still have people. Somebody today, a friend of mine messaged, and he had to do a voice memo. He was like, dude, I'm just listening to episode 1 of this thing. He's like, I'm ready to run through a brick wall. Oh my gosh. He's like, I'm listening to the rest of them right now. Like, you guys know I love what I do. I'm confident what I do. There's something special to this podcast.
I love our podcast.
I really do too.
I feel so like it's so us. Like we're so meant to do it.
Right. and yeah, here's Nate Ray. He said, finally got a chance to listen. And holy cow, like we really love it. Like we get to share our thoughts, our perspective in a manner that's prepared and ready. And Sam works her absolute butt off, guys. I'm not kidding. Works her butt off on this. And we, of course, we hope, we hope it grows. We hope it turns into something huge and life-changing. But regardless, it's really, Sam has obviously always had a purpose on many, many aspects, but it's like this like special passion purpose.
It is.
I would say. And it like, when you get that thing, you just know it.
Yeah.
And it's just special. And so, yeah, Friday is podcast day. We hope you guys check it out. And Jake says, I really look forward to them during my work drives. Like straight up perfect.
I'm excited for this one too.
Yeah.
It's going to be like really good, like talking and remembering things.
Yep. And BK says, facts. I much look forward to each new episode. Thank you guys. Sia says, love the podcast. Yeah. And what I appreciate about that is, to be honest and real, I know you guys would support anything we do. I know that. I know you guys would say nice things in public about anything we do. But I actually think you guys mean that. Like, I really believe people enjoy the podcast, not out of a charity to be nice to us, not out of like, we want to support the commands. I really believe people listen to it and they nod their head and they like go through and they're like, yes, or they'll say, we're a little bit different. We had people, we talked about bank accounts and our thoughts on it. We had people that are in the chat right now that respectfully and politely disagreed and added some good information that was like, didn't think about that.
Never thought about that side of it.
Childhood trauma with it. Okay. Absolutely great point. And that's all we want. We're not trying to convince anybody. We're just trying to share our thoughts, have something entertaining. That's the goal, you know? And I do believe that you guys really, really do mean what you say there. And so it really, really means a lot. Yeah, for sure. And definitely we're able to be different than on YouTube. There's no doubt about that. And so that is fun. So catching up with the commands on Friday. Sam C, anything else for the people?
I don't think so. Had to think for a second.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Instagram, catching up with the commands. Beauty in the Beard, MI, the shop is open and rocking. So guys, check that one out if you need anything. Other than that, guys, thank you so much. Sam, any final words for the peeps?
Bye.
All right, guys, please